Stanford University, a bastion of academia and the alma mater of some of college football's most legendary figures, Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up to that legacy. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Boston College Eagles taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Stanford's offense will get first crack at it here. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smooth.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week, defensive coordinators go in, and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
Now the play fake. Got a man. It's Irvin. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Doyle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So Boston College's offense will have its first possession of the game. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikoff award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he's
picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
Snagged out of the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the middle. Looking for the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And he's knocked down in the backfield, but man, how many tackles did he escape before he was finally brought down?
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting a tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. The give to the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
BC back to work after picking up the first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
It's caught. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? This Boston College offense has it working. To the air on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On the run, it's McDonald. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a 1st down. The Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. He's got it on the move. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Golden Eagles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Boston College. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepare.
From the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Motion from the wideout. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Brown wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
We've reached a break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They're setting up the screen. Gets away from one. He's got space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call...
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. With the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking back.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Things did not go their way in ACC play last year. This year, an opportunity maybe to turn.
Spinning that wheel of destiny. Who's going to be in the championship game? So it's not unheard of that you can have a bad season and turn it around. So, Jesse, a lot of examples to point to as they kick off this season.
Yeah, it's critical then to get off to a fast start, right? They've got to come out here in their first conference game in ACC play and put it all together. Offense has to march the ball, score points. Defense needs to get some stops and create some takeaways and set a standard for yourself throughout the course of the season.
Under fire. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? They thought they had the lead, and the flag breaks their heart, and now they'll have to try it again. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Brown will throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well?
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Quick completion on the out. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. First and goal now. Let's see what Boston College calls. Quarterback keeps it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. He makes it into the end zone for the 2, but there is a penalty flag where they often call holding. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but man, this offense is rolling. They're up 14 over Wisconsin. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. Hauls it in. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice game. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Doyle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wants to throw again. Caught in the backfield. It's Irvin. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll go to the ground. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll pull it down and run. Shakes off the defender. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Harris. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Boston College right back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun. Grabbed in the middle. It's Franklin. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. Catch in the middle. It's McDonald. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. To the air on 1st down. Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down. College will send out the punt team. He's got it. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll run the off-tackle play here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Good. Tackle. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Brown wants to pass. Fires left. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. And here comes the offense on second down. Brown will throw it. Get it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Quickly complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's loose. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Jumped on top of the pile.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more.
Sprinting away. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going for 6. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
The Cardinal pen deep in their own end, looking for a little room here on first down. Looking for space. It's Irvin. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, I love the physicality there. Backed up deep down in your own end. We're going to have to get hats on hats and give our running back an opportunity to make somebody miss, use that speed. I don't know if they were necessarily anticipating a long run like that, David, but hey, they just completely flipped the field.
Yeah, and a bad job by the defense because you are anticipating run. You know offensive coordinators don't want to drop back, throw the football out of their own goal line where they could get a safety. They want to hand it off, create some space, so you didn't meet that physical challenge. You knew the run was coming. Got to do a better job.
Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Caught behind the line. It's Irvin. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. The penalty gets back a few, but it's still 3rd and 8. On the option. He'll pitch it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Brown wants to pass. They'll run the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working on the right. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Caught near the sticks. It's McDonald. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Brown will throw it. Oh, they're after him. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Snaps it in the shotgun. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Under fire. At the 45 on his way. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. The short hands, it's 4. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They'll back them up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And the misconnection on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The official says no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play that's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
Handoff from the gun. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Just when they're looking run, now up top. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Brown wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Irvin. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Now on second down. Back to pass. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Stanford wants to push the pace.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we haven't...
Snags it at the 30 and still running. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, you're down 2 possessions. The defense knows you're going to take shots, so it's not going to be easy. But how about that explosive play and a 50-50 ball? Guy comes down with it, and that is perfect. You've got to score quick and get the ball.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working. They'll back up after the holding penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on second down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal. On to attempt the try. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. The defense is going to dare them to throw the ball. They know the offense is trying to run out the clock. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're dealing with a second and long. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Boston College will send out the punt team. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Offense gets set for second down. Brown will throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. It's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He's got his man. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And the quarterback takes a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.